name is Collie Hauk, which a lot of you probably know, and this is my question and answer video about Lyme disease. So the first question is, when did you find out you had Lyme disease? I got Lyme disease in 3rd grade, which was about 2007-2008. I was diagnosed with tick bite fever first. Then in 2010, I was diagnosed with Lyme disease. What are the worst parts of your disease? Feeling alone and isolated, feeling worthless and like a failure, having no social life, seeing people move on with their lives. The emotional things are the worst, I think. Obviously the symptoms are bad, but definitely the emotional difficulties are definitely the worst. How to better educate the medical community about chronic Lyme disease. They need to change the medical school curriculum and include contagious and infectious diseases. Currently, they don't touch on either of these topics. These diseases are on the rise for our country and other countries as well. How do you cope with all the difficulties? I always admire how you can get yourself up every time and be positive with all the things you've been going through. Well, thank you. And I just try and be positive and optimistic as much as possible, and I think it's just my personality on how I deal with things. I believe that everything happens for a reason and at the right time, and I'm really grateful for this experience because even though it's been hard, it's taught me a lot of things. And yeah, I think that you have to find the silver linings and joy in every moment, even when you're going through something very difficult. Why did you shave your head? I was unable to take care of it myself. I couldn't bathe really myself, and it's also very annoying when you're laying in bed 24/7, so I decided to shave it. Are there any new treatments and researches which give you a lot of hope, and if so, when will they be available? I don't know of any new researches or of any new therapies or anything, but I just went to Germany to a clinic called Clinic St. George, and that helped me a lot. Before I went there, I was waiting to die. I wasn't able to handle any treatments. I was going to the ER 1 to 2 times a week. It was pretty horrible. Now I'm able to walk a bit, get out of bed, eat, and even go outside and go to the car or in a car like I did today. I'm not 100%, but I am very much improved. I would say that was my hope and is still my hope since I'm on their post-treatment protocol. What is the process of the treatment that you will undergo in Germany, and will this get rid of Lyme disease completely? I did a lot of detoxing treatments and also treatments to build my immune system and my body in general. The biggest treatment is the hyperthermia. That's what everyone goes to this clinic for. What they do is they heat my body to 107.6 degrees, and the chamber that I'm in is heated to around 148 degrees. Pretty hot. The treatment lasts 7 to 8 hours, and it takes a few hours to get your body to that temperature, and then they hold it there for as long as your body can handle it. What is the post-treatment protocol after Germany? I'm taking many different pills for detoxing and building my body back up. And I also might start doing IVs with vitamin C and glutathione. I also take thyroid and hormone pills. On a good day, are you still in pain? Is there anything you have learned from having Lyme that you wouldn't have learned without it? Has this made you a better person? I have chronic pain. I've had chronic pain for 9 years, and I am in constant pain 24/7. Yes, I have learned many things. I can't go into detail or else this video is going to be very, very long, but here are some examples. I have learned about myself, definitely, the world, the medical system, and humanity. Those are some of the things I've learned, but I've learned many things, Oh gosh, I'm just rambling now. Anyways, yeah. And has this made you a better person? I don't know how to answer that question because I feel like that's kind of like you can't really answer that question. I don't know. But I definitely don't think I would be the same person that I am today if I didn't have this disease. Okay, the next question is it Lyme's or Lyme disease? And the answer is it is Lyme. And the reason is it is named after a town in Connecticut called Lyme, Connecticut, which is where Lyme disease started. The next question is, how do you get Lyme disease? There are many ways that you can get it. You can get it from ticks, which is how I got it. You can get it from mosquitoes. You can get it from flies. You can also get it from blood transfusions, childbirth, breastfeeding, and sexual transmitted. You might be able to get it from other bugs, but I'm not sure what those bugs are. I personally know people who have gotten it from all of these ways. Can babies and toddlers also get Lyme disease? Yes, they can, and it's from the same ways that I mentioned before. The next question is, how can you prevent getting Lyme disease? And you want to make sure that when you go outside, you wear bug spray. For example, this one. And there are many other brands that you could also use. I also recommend wearing long sleeves and long pants if you can. And definitely make sure that you wear a hat because that keeps ticks falling into your hair, which is how I got it, and it's hard to find them. Also, you want to, if you can, if you're spending a lot of time in the wilderness, like going camping or going to wilderness camp, I would recommend using this, spraying your clothes in this. So those are some ways that you can prevent getting Lyme, but they're not 100%. And also, like I said, you can get it from, blood transfusions and sexually transmitted. So there's really no way of 100% not getting it. What's a good day and a bad day look like in your world living with Lyme disease? Very good question. It's changed since being back from Germany because that treatment really helped me. So a good day now is when I can get out of bed, go outside, get in a car, walk, talk, eat, and live life a bit. Before Germany, I honestly didn't really have many good days. I was living in my bed 24/7 and basically felt like I was dying. And so, yeah, basically a good day was if I could eat, if I could go to the bathroom by myself, if I wasn't in the ER. So yeah, it's definitely changed a lot. And a bad day is when I'm so sick that I can't get out of bed, if I'm unresponsive, if I'm having a seizure, if I have to go to the emergency room. Why did you get a port and what does it do? I got it because I'm pretty much unable to do normal peripheral IVs, which are the ones in your arm typically. My veins are very small and they've been used a lot. It is one type of central line. There are others that you can get as well. It makes getting blood taken in an IV a lot easier. By the way, if you decide to go to Germany, to the clinic I went to, definitely get a central line placed because you will need it. What do you wish people would say or ask you? Some examples would be, what is it like? What are your symptoms? How can you get it? Just basic questions and honestly anything, like I said. Is there a Lyme community you can connect with? Yes, there are online groups and social media sites. There are also groups that meet up in many larger cities. It can be hard to find a community, but know that there is a place for you. I found community by researching online. I also have a blog, colliesblog.com. You can click on the link here in this video. How does having Lyme affect those closest to you? I'm going to have those who are closest to me answer this question since I can't do it myself.
Okay. Let's see. How's it affected our lives? Well, I was going to say that we don't travel much, but the truth of the matter is we're traveling a lot because of treatment elsewhere.
Lyme treatment.
Lyme treatment, yeah. And, we really have, tried to keep everybody else's stuff going too. So there's a lot of travel.
We're doing less as a family, and we're doing more
We're doing a lot of
smaller individual trips.
Right, breaking up.
Breaking
We're doing
up.
a lot of breaking up.
Yeah. So that somebody can be with Kali and the others can have some normalcy.
And then you spend a lot of time with Kali working on, taking care of her and her medication and all that stuff.
Food.
Yeah, making sure she
Doctors
eats.
and medication.
Yeah,
Life
managing her
revolves.
doctors.
Our family revolves around Lyme disease. We can't get away from it. A lot of my friends and Kali's friends don't, even the ones that understand it can't handle being around it every day. So, a handful of friends lost a lot of friends, I think.
Yeah, we have a few, but
Yeah.
they're the sturdiest.
Yeah.
For the most part, we don't have a lot of friends.
I
and
feel
we
like-
spend a lot of time at home.
Conversation is always about health, everything. Our countertop is covered with supplements, food, gluten-free, vegetables, healthy food that doesn't feed yeast and Lyme disease. Environment, situations, if we go out, situations that can accommodate a wheelchair or that aren't too stimulating, that we have earplugs and glasses in case of sensitivities. It's intense. It's almost too much, actually.
I'm Tallulah, I'm Kali's sister, and
I'm Juliana, and I'm Kali's cousin. So what I've noticed with Kali getting Lyme, I don't see her very much because I live in another state, but even just remembering when I was younger and remembering Kali that we used to do photo shoots with. My mom used to take us and do fun photo shoots, or we would go swimming and stuff. It was really fun. But whenever she got Lyme, she couldn't do these things. And I know she totally wanted to. She wanted to go out. She wanted to have fun. But this disease restricted her from all of her childhood, So she just lost that playfulness because this disease hurt her so bad, and it's still hurting her because she's not cured yet. So, but after Germany, it's been a change, and it's been really a nice change because she got to come out with us today, and we got to go to have lunch and go shopping, and it was really fun. And some days she just can't do that. So it's really nice to see Kali going out and having fun and really living her life a little bit more than she has for the past 9 years. So it's just a great thing for her to kind of regain her life.
I kind of remember what she was like before Lyme, but I remember we used to play we used to play school, and she was the teacher and I was the student, and we would have so much fun, and we would just play. And now, since Lyme took over, we just can't do that anymore. And we can't go swimming, we can't do a lot of things. And most of my family is working, my mom and my dad are working on Collie's medicine, and they're busy with Collie and like taking care of Collie, so I kind of feel like I'm alone a lot, but I think I'm okay with that. Like, I feel like I think I do what's best for Collie. Like, I'm okay not like being with my whole family at the same time. It would be nice, but like whatever makes Collie like okay.
When me and my sister were really young, we were best friends, and as the years went on, the Lyme brain, as she says it's called, sort of took over, and I saw less and less of my sister, and it's really hard because I mean, we used to be best friends, and I'm starting to see it come back after Germany, but it's just, it's like losing a sister, and for so long not knowing if she's going to come back. And finally, I'm starting to see like small parts of Collie's old self, but it's still not the same as we used to be.
Hi, I'm Val, and I'm Collie's aunt. And the question was, how has Lyme affected me and our family, and how things kind of have changed since I call her Cal Gal, has gotten Lyme disease. And it's been tough on everybody, you know, especially on her, but on all of us. Just the worry and fear and unknown territory that we're in. I mean, we've all done so much research and tried to figure it out, and no one more so than my sister Jules. And there are just so many questions that can't be answered. So how it's affected us, for instance, we just had a family reunion out in Big Sur, and Jules and Collie were over in Germany. They couldn't be with us, and we missed them terribly. And we miss Collie at a lot of family functions because she's not able to travel, and she's with us in spirit, but we want her body well so she can be with us.
Here, come here real quick. So
Come
Collie's
here, Kyle.
tearing right now, so it's good to get the tears on camera. Come here. I feel like one of the hardest things, here, come sit. One of the hardest things about Lyme disease is watching somebody that you love suffer so
Yes.
greatly and being so helpless.
Absolutely.
I feel like over the years, I have slowly watched Collie disappear, almost like a slow death. And I wonder, I mean, there's times where I feel like she's in so much pain, and there's so many symptoms on top of symptoms, that the person that we knew is, you know, she's so deeply in there that we hardly get to see that. We don't get to see that person because you can't be happy and you can't have conversations, normal conversations, when you're in excruciating pain and you have vertigo and you can't see straight. I feel helpless a lot. I
do
feel
too.
helpless
We all
watching.
do.
Like there's, Collie says, you know, I feel horrible, and all I can say is I'm so sorry. You know, one thing that my cousin, and I mean her cousin too, our cousin, she said she wishes that our family and friends could share this disease and we could take turns, and everybody take, like I would take it for a day and Val would take it for a day, so that we could share the load and Collie wouldn't have to feel so horrible for so many years.
And I said that I would never let that happen, because nobody should ever go through what I'm going through. And The reason I'm crying right now is because it hurts me so much that so many people are suffering because of my illness and because of me. And it's hard for me to watch others suffer because of this, you know? It's not just me suffering. And yes, I'm the one going through this disease, but in other ways, other people are, you know, suffering as well.
You
So-
represent so many hundreds and thousands of people. You're the
thousands, probably millions.
we meet
of
so many people that are, well, at the clinic last week, we've been home 1 week now, and at the clinic we met just so many people with the same story and the same suffering, and
Yeah.
doesn't make sense. It's confusing that so many people are going through this, and there's so many mysterious unanswered questions.
Thank you so much for watching, and I hope this answered your questions and better educated you about Lyme disease.